Greg Norman was born in Queensland, Australia on February 10, 1955. As a child, he played rugby, cricket, and surfed before turning his full attention to golf at the age of 15. In just 18 months, Norman became a scratch golfer. With his blonde hair and aggressive nature, he was nicknamed the Great White Shark, like the native coastal animal of his birthplace. Representing his country on golf's biggest stage, the Shark is Aussie through and through. Greg Norman has devoted much of his time to course architecture, and in 1987, he established Greg Norman Golf Course Design. Norman's company has completed more than 70 golf courses on 6 different continents.
You're trying to build a golf course that's all-encompassing. I enjoy walking the sides. You actually see the softness and the beauty of the terrain, so you can actually see the whole fit there. When I finish the project, it feels like it's been there for 20 years.
When off the course, Greg Norman loves to explore the outdoors. Boating and offshore fishing are 2 of his favorite pastimes. The Aussie is game for anything on the adventurous side.
We'd go out in the Great Barrier Reef for 4 or 6 weeks at a time and never see land. So I'm kind of used to getting away from things and living off the land or living off the sea.
Greg Norman recalls the 1998 President's Cup International team victory in his home country as one of the great moments of his career. The Aussie has represented the international team with a 7-6-1 record as a player and captained the team twice.
When I was asked, it was an honor, no question. You get chosen or asked to be a captain because of your skill sets and what you delivered for the game of golf and where you have the capability of, and how you have the capability of taking the game to another level.
Greg Norman heads up a multinational corporation called Great White Shark Enterprises. The company is primarily focused around the golf lifestyle. In addition to his clothing line and golf course design, he also has a golf academy, turf grass company, Greg Norman's Australian Grill Restaurant, a brand of Aussie premium steaks, and a wine estate. Norman's sharp business sense continues to expand his brand worldwide. A number of promising young Aussie golfers, Jeff Ogilvy, Adam Scott, Jason Day, Aaron Baddeley, and others, were influenced greatly by Greg Norman.
Greg Norman was the guy who inspired me really to dream of being a professional golfer. Loved the way he played. It was that aggressive style of golf. He took on shots. He had an aggressive looking swing. He drove the ball great. So for me it was very important to have inspiration.
Greg Norman earned countless accolades throughout his career, including the #1 ranking in the golf world for a combined 331 weeks in the 1980s and 90s. On his way to the top, Norman was the PGA Tour of Australia Order of Merit winner 6 times, the European Tour Order of Merit winner once, and the PGA Tour leading money winner 3 times. His world-class career earned him a spot in the World Golf Hall of Fame. Holding the lead at the Masters was familiar to Greg Norman, but unfortunately, closing it out was not. The Green Jackets slipped away in devastating fashion in 1987 when Larry Mize miraculously holed a chip to take the title in a playoff, and in 1996 when Norman surrendered a 6-shot lead with 9 holes to play. Close calls and gut-wrenching defeats were not just reserved for the Masters.
It's in!
He knows exactly what happened.
Kidding me?
How many times can Greg Norman take it?
Known for his bold and aggressive playing style, Greg Norman is widely recognized as one of the greatest drivers in history. With intimidating distance and deadly accuracy, Norman finished inside the top 6 in total driving 9 times on the PGA Tour. With one of the most recognizable profiles in the game due to his signature hat, style and flair not only describe his golf game, but also his fashion sense. Norman now has his own clothing line, selling in golf stores around the world. The Shark found the winner's circle 20 times on the PGA Tour, including 2 majors, the 1986 and 1993 Open Championships. In his second season on the PGA Tour, Norman captured his maiden victory at the 1984 Kemper Open, winning by 5 strokes. His final PGA Tour win came in 1997, spanning more than a decade of victories on golf's biggest stage. In addition to his 20 tour titles, Norman lifted 68 more trophies worldwide. Playing on 4 different sanctioned tours around the world, the Aussie is one of the most decorated golfers in the game.